What is up, people of the internet? Welcome. I'm your host, Party Sheep 2012 here, and thanks for tuning into this new episode of Probably Topical, the Morning Edition. A few things before we start off. For those of you who maybe don't watch the Crew Editions, the last couple videos, Crew Edition and the last Morning Edition, had some pretty big and noticeable mistakes. I'm here to say that they're not going to occur anymore because it was kind of stupid and, did stuff. And, yeah, well, it's fixed. And, don't expect to see any of those again because that was terrible. Anyway, another thing. The gameplay you're watching is some more CSGO. I mean, I love it. It's a fun game. If you want to pick it up, it's on Steam for about $15. Go check it out. So, today's topic of discussion, what you're really here for, is the potential of mobile platforms. Because I was looking through some of the apps on my phone a few days ago, and just thinking about all the emulators and stuff that are out there. I mean, just because it just made me think of the whole complete potential that mobile platforms have and have achieved, I guess, in terms of what they can do. I remember. What do you call it? I remember way back when things like the Game Boy Advance came out. That was top of the line, my bad, hardware-ish stuff in terms of gaming. And the Game Boy Advance was kind of clunky, I guess, kind of a pretty decently sized piece of hardware. And fast forwarding a few years, let's just say 8 years. Let's just say 8 years, for the sake of an argument. Let's just say 8. Even though I'm probably wrong on that. Fast forward 8 years to now, and we have tablets, phones that are slimmer and probably smaller than things like the Game Boy Advance and the original Game Boy, and can still do what they can do and then some. Because I was just thinking, I was watching a what do you call it? I was watching somebody's video, and they went into ROMs and stuff. So I just looked up a bunch of ROMs to see what they were like, and I saw what do you call it? I saw so many ROMs for such a small amount of memory, and then you think back then, that was a huge amount. I think one of them was a couple megabytes, maybe 15 megabytes. And then now we have games that require Assassin's Creed Unity and all those that require 50 plus. I think Assassin's Creed Unity is 50 gigabytes. Just say Assassin's Creed Unity is 50 plus gigabytes. And how the evolution of the size of games has increased that much. And I think it was I don't know who it was. It might have been Vsauce 2. No, Vsauce 3. If you don't know who they are, look them up on YouTube. Really cool channel. At least I think it is. It interests me a lot. All three Vsauces. I think his name is Jake at Vsauce 3. Like, took apart this console and like the facts about it, and I think it was one of Nintendo's consoles, and it said that you could fit the whole game on a very small amount of memory. Like, you could, not the whole game, you could fit almost the entire collection of their games on it's either a very small memory, or maybe it was small in comparison to compared to how many games you were. But yeah, that that leap from where we were then to where we are now, because now we have, remakes of mobile games that look amazing, that hardware that was like 500 times bigger than our phones and people's iPods couldn't dream of running. Like, I'm seeing things like the Game Boy, the DS, even though, technology in the mobile platform has been taking a huge leap, several leaps forward. I mean, think about this, from the original, like, things like Game & Watch to Game Boys to DS's to PSP's to PS Vitas to 3DS's, and then to our smartphones and tablets, and how much they can do in comparison to the older generation of handhelds. I mean, mobile gaming, like my PS Vita, really surprised me. I think I might have went through this already, but Assassin's Creed, Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation on it completely, like, blew me out of the water, because I thought it would be like Assassin's Creed Bloodlines, where it was kind of really linear. I was pleasantly surprised. You could go wherever you wanted. There was no restriction at all as to where you could go on the map, what places you could visit. Because like in Assassin's Creed 3 and 2 and all those other ones past 1, you can go to different parts of the world. Like, I went from, I think it was like New Orleans to the Bayou, and like that matched with, paired with the graphical quality of the game, just really blew me out of the water in terms of a mobile game. So if you enjoyed this episode of Probably Topical, the morning edition, you should go check out Cricket VG. He does some things called the Crew Edition, where it's three guys, well, a few guys, me, Cricket, and our friend McAwesome, who has appeared on many of our videos. Go check him out. He, makes the Crew Edition along with something called the Midnight Edition, which is basically what it sounds like, a midnight edition of the show. And, go check him out. He does that, some Gary's Mod videos I've seen on his channel, along with just a variety of games, both in his Probably Topical and in other videos. Don't forget to like, favorite, comment, and subscribe to both of our channels. And if you enjoyed the gameplay, because I'm thinking of making a thing where, if you guys like this game, put it in the comments or message me or whatever, saying if you want a let's play of that game, say Counter-Strike or Battlefield or Call of Duty or whatever, and I'll try to make it happen. Probably could. Wouldn't be too difficult, actually. A little bit of editing here and there, maybe, if that. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and, tune in for some more Probably Topical this afternoon, or this evening, or midnight. And yeah, thanks for watching.